Where are we going today, Mark?
Luray Caverns!
With recent updates, Luray Caverns has modified its entrance for complete accessibility. For decades, visitors could only enter the caverns using a steel metal death trap staircase leading to potentially certain death. It's crazy that this is just like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Nature.
Yes.
You lady is something. These are about 450 million years old.
oh, cool. Wait, that's older than the dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
That's called the fish market, that right there.
Because they're fish.
Because they look like fish. It opened as like a wonder of the world type attraction like in the 1800s.
Oh.
Probably wasn't super safe. But what was back then, you know?
Right.
Even medicine had cocaine in it. All the water's dripping in from the rain, because normally it just looks...
Like glass?
Uh-huh. We had just watched like Clash of the Titans or something.
Oh.
And I'm like, there needs to be an underworld movie that's like in a cavern.
No, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah, and just that, I just think it's so beautiful. I couldn't remember if it was there or possibly a place in like Tennessee on a vacation one time. They take you into a room and they turn off the lights, and then they play a like rainbow, not a laser light show, but like set to music.
They did that. I told you the story about church camp, where they turned off the lights and they said, "This is what it was like for Jesus in the desert."
Did you see the Liberty Bell?
Where?
I'll show you. Watch the light. Right there. It looks like the Liberty Bell.
It does.
Complete with a crack down the middle. That's the one they're talking about in the brochure. That's the frozen waterfall to the far wall. Or the Titania's wedding veil. I worked here at Luray Caverns. Well, I worked here over 17 years ago.
Okay.
As a tour guide, left. I've been back for about a little over 2 years. What's my favorite attraction? It's all my favorite attraction because you walk 1.25 miles under 27 acres of land. The entire cavern covers 64 acres, and they tell me it's fully explored. It ranks 6th in the world, 4th in the United States, and it's the largest cavern on the East Coast. One of my favorite spots is in the next chamber, which is the oldest formation in the cavern, the giant California redwood tree.
Oh.
It's about 40 feet in height, 120 feet circumference at the base. Geologists estimate it to be 7 million years old. The easiest way to remember the formations: stalactite hang tight to the ceiling, stalagmite might make it to the ceiling. Now when I'm walking up the walkway here, when I'm walking up this way here, and I come up the walkway, and I'm looking at the giant redwood tree, it comes more into play. I think the rock looks like a giant sheepdog. There's the head, the body, and the tail. A giant sheepdog. Right after that, we'll have the best overall view. You'll be overlooking what they call Giant's Hall. And it looks just like totem poles.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. They filmed portions of the movie The Other Side of Midnight. Sidney Sheldon wrote the book, Susan Sarandon starred in the movie. Those lines on the totem poles, they tell me they mark different water levels that was in the cavern years ago. Hey, when you get down there, this is a good one. Watch out for this rock. We named it the Wishing Rock, because if you ran into it, you wish you hadn't. Hey, by the way, later, you're going to hear some real rock music. Hey, by the Stones. I hope they're not rolling. I'm talking about the great stalactite organ. You'll be hearing that up ahead on your tour route.
What's your favorite attraction while working at Luray Caverns?
Personally, it's probably gotta be. Okay, so remember the Great Fallen Stalactite a couple stops back? If you look to the left, you would have saw a small staircase.
Okay.
The formation that that staircase leads to is what we like to call the inspiration of the Great Stalactite organ. Back in the day, it was just called, well, the organ. Tour guides would actually take rubber mallets out of their jackets and start tapping on that formation, kind of like how you'd play a xylophone. In 1954, a man named Leland W. Sprinkle saw this and had the idea to make the organ, which is what you guys just heard. That little part is probably got to be my favorite area. It's kind of that weird thing, like, hardly even tour guides, a lot of the tour guides know about it nowadays, because, like, we know, like, okay, they tapped on the formation, but not a lot of tour guides can say, okay, it's that formation right there.
There's another little pool down there. You can see the reflection.
Christina, who's that rock I see on the ceiling under the sea? Why is that reflection in a cave so dark? Who dis?
Down that little hole.
Wait, let me. Interesting. Blue. Oh,
It's for charity.
wait.
There was a, what is it called? Maintenance shed above.
Oh.
And it leaked gasoline at one point.
Oh,
And it's still like seeped down and it hasn't got out, but it's not like sulfur or anything. Leaked in the maintenance shed.
Cute.
It's the fact that it has the jazz hands. The jazz hands.
The hands, we're gonna get a fucking picture of this shit.
Basically, last one, the fried eggs.
Oh, yummy, yummy. That look foul.
Don't look like fried egg.
Thank you. Plants. Was the outro.
Yeah, if you enjoyed this, click that subscribe button, leave a comment. What was your favorite part? You should come visit here, like totally.
If you really like this video, please also be sure to comment where we should go next. You should go to these ones, blah, 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 and we would like to go there.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
See the rock?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
It looks like a T-Rex. It looks like a rabbit. I think it looks like Jabba the Hutt. Snoopy's doghouse. A snake.
Ooh.
It looks like anaconda. Oh, like an anteater. See? Like an anteater. Cat in the hat. That looks like an owl down here right below it. Like an owl. I think it was like a weeping willow tree. Wait, yes.
Yeah.
And what did they say? Rock on.